I'm so nervous. I feel like I'm filming my very first video again. So as I mentioned in my last video, I have picked up a new hobby during lockdown 2020, and that would be doing my nails at home, specifically doing dip powder nails at home. At first I wasn't sure if I should film and post this on my channel because mostly I talk about planners and crafting supplies and things like that, but at the heart of it, my channel is a DIY channel, and what's more DIY than doing your nails at home? So I'm going to be filming the entire process. I'm doing a lot of stuff to my nails today, and I'm going to be breaking it up into 3 different videos so that you guys aren't bombarded with like a 2-hour long video, and the techniques are all different. So I'm going to be repairing a broken nail, and then I'm also going to be doing my weekly dip manicure. So last night I took my dip powder off and it was kind of late, and so I made the mistake of going to bed with naked nails, and of course I broke my first nail. So if you guys can see, my nails have been growing out beautifully using dip powder, and just about 4 to 6 weeks ago, these were actually total nubbins. These were completely cut down to my fingertips. So dip nails have really helped my nails to grow out quite quickly. So, all right, so the next couple of videos will be a little bit chattier, but this one I just want to get right down to business because I need to fix this broken nail. So as you can see, I managed to crack this nail. My nails are growing out, like I said, beautifully with the dip powder, but I took my last week's manicure off last night and it was kind of late, and so I made the mistake of going to bed with naked nails. And of course, I hit my hand on the nightstand as I was getting into bed and cracked this nail. So I'm gonna show you guys a really easy repair that you can do with stuff that you probably already have at your house. It's a durable repair. I've done it before many, many years ago when I used to wear my nails all long and pretty. It's really easy, and you guys probably have all the materials in your house right now. So it's known as the coffee filter or tea bag repair. You can actually do this with tissue paper as well, but I have a bunch of extra coffee filters laying around, but the premise is still the same. So essentially what you're going to do is you're going to be using your paper of some kind to create structure, and then you're going to be gluing it over the top of the crack, just like a Band-Aid. I actually created an entire set of extensions, nail extensions, using coffee filters, and I'm going to be making a tutorial video on that pretty soon because I posted it in another group that I'm in, and people were asking me how I created basically fake tips or extensions just using coffee filters and dip powder. So I'll show that in another video, but right now I'm just going to show you guys how to fix a cracked or broken nail. So the tools that you're going to need for this are a coffee filter or tea bag or piece of tissue, a pair of scissors, a nail file is handy. This is a glass file. You can also use a double-sided 100-180 grit nail file, and some kind of adhesive to glue your Band-Aid over the crack in your nail. So back in the day, I used to use super glue, which is cyanoacrylate, and this works really, really well. Most people have this and this around their house, so you have these items probably in your house. The base liquid for dip powder is cyanoacrylate as well, so this is essentially just like thinner super glue, but you can also do this with a gel-based coat. You're just going to need a UV or LED lamp to cure the base gel, but today I'm going to use my dip powder base, but these are chemically the exact same thing, cyanoacrylate. They are both super glue, just this is a little bit more viscous and has a squeeze top, and this is more easily spreadable and has a brush, so I'm going to use this today. So pretty much what you're going to do, you're just going to cut a piece of your tissue paper and approximately about the size of the crack in your nail. I'm gonna back out just a little bit so you guys can see. So you're just going to cut, you're pretty much cutting like a Band-Aid for this crack in your nail. And you can always trim it down smaller, that's not a problem. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. And a pair of fine tip tweezers can help this process because this is very, very small, and I'm about to make it even smaller, but you can kind of use this to place it where you need to place it on your nail. So because the crack of my nail is not very big, I'm just gonna cut it down a little bit more and really just focus on that fitting over where I need that repair to be, okay? I'll probably do it like that. Don't worry if there's a little tiny bit of overhang. Once this, once the base coat dries and it hardens, you can file it just like a regular nail. So maybe make this just a, and I'm going to put my repair across my nail widthwise so that I can get some added strength across where the crack would naturally follow. I'm going to be building this part of my nail a little bit stronger with that Band-Aid. And it's very, very simple. You're just going to take your adhesive, whatever that may be. I'm gonna brush it on to over the top of where the crack is. And lay my Band-Aid, my coffee filter Band-Aid, right over the top of it. And just try to get it to adhere as best as you can, and then you can use your adhesive to kind of really soak that patch. And you really just want to cover the whole thing until it almost like melts into your nail. And again, I have a little bit of overhang. I don't know if the camera can pick that up, but I have a little tiny bit of overhang where that paper was, but it's no big deal. It'll harden up and then I can file that off. Okay. You want to be careful to try to not get this on your skin because, like I said, it's basically super glue. If you get it on your skin, it's no big deal. You can use acetone to remove it. I'm just making sure that this patch is sitting flush against my nail. We don't want any bubbles underneath or any sort of space where water could get into, because then you run the risk of a bacterial infection on your nail. That's really, really important. And then we're just gonna let this dry. So while I was waiting for this to dry, my sister called me and I just kind of absent-mindedly picked up my nail file, as I do when I'm on the phone, and started filing. And I was like, oh my god, I have to film this. So basically what I did is I let the adhesive dry, I let the base dry, and it's become hard. And this is all glued down on the top of my nail. And then there was a little like corner sticking off that from the kind of like the edge. This is, you know, your nails are curved and this piece I cut was straight, so I had a little corner hanging off. That corner had had the adhesive on it, and so it hardened. And so all I did, I just took my file and filed off that corner piece to make the edge round again. And then there was a little bit of glue. Hopefully the camera is focusing, sorry. There was a little bit of glue that a little bit of adhesive base up here I got at the top, so I'm just gonna file that down as well. Make sure everything is nice and smooth. There's no raised spots. I'm gonna take my file just a little bit over the top of the edge of the patch, smooth everything down. And you can do that with this type of file. I prefer the glass nail files because they're very gentle, they're very easy to use, and you can use this on your natural nail without fear of damaging your natural nail. I usually use this one when I have some kind of enhancement on my nail, so dip powder or gel or whatnot, but you can smooth down the top of that patch a little bit just to make sure that there's no funky corners sticking up. Nice and smooth. Okay. So then what I would do is I would either put a couple of coats of clear nail polish over the top of this, or dip powder, or gel, or whatever manicure you're going to do. You can treat this as if it was your, you know, just a normal nail after that. So that's going to be the next step in this process, is filming me putting my weekly dip powder manicure on. So that's a very easy repair that you guys can do with stuff that you probably already have around your house. Super glue, coffee filter, and a nail file, and you're good to go. If you guys have any questions about this process, leave me a comment down below. If you guys have a video you would like to see, also leave me a comment down below. I'm hoping to continue filming my weekly manicures because I really enjoy watching dip powder manicure videos, and so I thought that would be kind of fun to show you guys this process. I'm brand new to this stuff, and so if I can do it, you guys can do it. It's really, really easy, and I just want to show you that it's something that anybody can do while they're stuck at home. All right, let's get some dip powder on these bare naked nails. Bye.